pass away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. Come on. 55, Mike, guys, 55. I got you. Go. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. You ain't going nowhere.
On 1st and 10, Milton.
You ain't going nowhere.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Watch the eye. Go. Out. Check. Go. Off.
Operating from the gun, Milton. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. They'll run on 1st down. Keith, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
47 is the mic. You ain't got nothing.
Prescott down. This is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the 1st down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky. Echo, echo.
On first down, Milton. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Incomplete on the deep ball. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Get this. You go tight. Check, check. Fresno. Slam.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway.
Let's go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 30, 10, for touchdown, Detroit. Ty Johnson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Right back to him on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. He's going to look deep for more. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing, Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a lion that's shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Check 43. Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Roll it. Now. Watch the shift. Watch it. Take the
Johnson. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Detroit. Ty Johnson, his second touchdown of the night, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and, oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Prescott. And Robinson with a big catch. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Prescott to throw it. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And going deep for Hill. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the 2nd half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up. Defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, it's Johnson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Set, hut. 15 line. 15 line. What we got? What we got? What we got?
On third down, Milton. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
11 yards there and a Lion first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. I got him, man. I got him. He's mine. He's mine. He's mine.
Johnson on the counter. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
I'll see you. Set, ready. 70 ending. Hey.
On third down, here's Peyton. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing on first down, Milton. On the left side, it's McDonald. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Switch. Set it. Orbit. Mark 55.
On first and 10, Milton. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So now they'll come up on second and 10, once again from the 28. The busy night continues for Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Let's go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott, he's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The Panthers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Check 52's the mark. Check 52's the mark.
Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense.
Looking to throw. Milton. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They go to Johnson again. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. So 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The 26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
We want it. Come to my work. Check. Crunch. Crunch. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line. Trump. 52.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot. Help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Prescott from the gun on third. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Switch. Undercrush.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Prescott. And going deep for Hill. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They begin the drive with Johnson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check 26, check 3. Under 10. 10. Check 4. Check. 36.
Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, check Mike 33. You remember me? Let's go, baby. Pick the edge. Squeeze. He's checking.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he finds McDonald. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Joker. Chance. He's coming. We got double up. Tight dog.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
65.
So